Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into Garp Challenge Revolution Army 2 with a no-stall team led by the new Monkey D. Luffy. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. So we're starting our world tour with the new Super Sugo Superclass Monkey D. Luffy that has arrived on OPTC for the 8th anniversary. And big shout out to Sim for his level 4 Super Tandem Superclass Luffy. Absolutely wild. Getting a level 4 just makes this run so ridiculously crazy. And the fact that we're getting this done no stall with a character that's not even getting boosted as well, absolutely insane. The treasure map Zoro that you see that's wave clearing here isn't actually getting boosted on this particular team under Luffy's captain. Luffy's a free spirit and a fighter captain, and he is neither of those this Zoro, but he activates the super tandem, and he's great at removing the first 2 stages and the threshold. We pop his special 4 times throughout the run, which is absolutely insane. Plus, like I said, he's a Zoro, he activates the super tandem. We can use the Tashigi support, and thanks to the chopper support, we can get around the attack down on this hack stage. Now, this stage and the next stage take a little bit of orb RNG, and what I mean by that is you do need the super tandem to actually get the kill right here. But the fact that we can take out 3 lackeys and hack in one turn just with a super tandem and a character that's not getting boosted with good barriers just speaks volumes for how well-rounded this particular Luffy actually is and how absolutely amazing he is for his particular team. On this particular stage against the Kamakama Girls and Ivankov, they're going to give us 4 turns of Bind and Despair on our captains. They also special rewind our top and middle row, and that's why we need Law in the bottom left. Law's going to remove those nasty effects, and getting a little bit of orb luck here is very key to make this run no stall. We need a tandem orb on either Zoro, Luffy, or Sanji, and this was like my 3rd time running this, and I managed to get it done with this particular team. So getting the RNG is not that tricky. I actually just stuffed up the 2nd run, and the 1st run was my 1st run, right? So getting the RNG is not that big of a deal, as Luffy has the ability to generate tandem orbs at a higher rate with the orb roll. You don't want orb sockets on this particular character. You basically just want damage reduction. But with Luffy, he has like Versa Kainu's effect of increasing the chance of landing on tandem slots. So nevertheless, you will see them more often than not, but you won't see them as much as something like Lucci's chance to land on matching orbs. Sobermask got an absolutely monstrous buff thanks to this new Luffy, as he is basically this Luffy's new best friend. As you can see, we get a full board of tandem slots with his special, as well as an attack boost. Now, Luffy has a built-in mechanic that can extend an attack boost by 1 turn, and if you run 2, he extends both of them. Unfortunately, for some reason, it doesn't work with Sobermask. I'm not 100% sure why. It works fine with Kawamatsu, but it doesn't actually work with Sobermask, which is so incredibly strange, because ideally we would carry that attack boost into this stage against Morley. On the Morley stage, we're going to pop our Luffy special. He's going to remove the defense up and give the burn thanks to the ace support, give us a full board of tandem slots, lock them, and give us an absolute crazy orb buff. We can then use his super typing to get our Zoro special back, and with Luffy giving cooldowns on his special and his super class for the entire team, even though like Zoro's not a fighter or a free spirit character, it still works because we can get the cooldowns, which is so good. Just have the cooldowns we need for Zoro there. Zoro pops his special off, removes the threshold. We can absolutely decimate Morley. We also lock the orbs, which is very important, because now we can actually keep a tandem slot on one of our Luffys or our Zoro, and that way we can carry it into the next stage against Bella Betty and the Soul Sisters, we'll call them. Kawamatsu is going to remove the attack down and paralysis that gets inflicted here, and as you can see, Kawamatsu's attack boost actually went up to 3 turns, which is wild. Kawamatsu actually locks orbs too. Unfortunately, we get them rotated on the next turn, so it's kind of sucky. But, nevertheless, we get 3 turns of an attack boost. Kawamatsu gives the clock buff. So Kawamatsu has just become an absolute god tier sub for this particular Luffy, because you can get an orb boost on the previous stage, an attack boost on this stage as well, and it's just absolutely crazy what you can do. On the Lindbergh stage, we get paralysis and bind. Thanks to Law, we can remove that, so make sure he's in the bottom left. And then Sobermask is going to give us a full board of orbs, as we do get a full board of unfavorable slots. Once again, we get a full board of tandem slots, and with that, we actually have a lot of damage, thanks to, you guessed it, that super tandem mechanic. And again, shout out to Sim having the level 4, because level 4 allows you to bring other Straw Hats on the crew as well. Unfortunately, mine's only level 1. I will be changing that, don't worry about that. But mine's only level 1, so I did have to bring a Zoro and a Sanji. Obviously, you can, like, just rely on, like, the friend captain, but obviously then you're not going to be able to activate yours, depending if yours lands on a tandem slot, right? Then you won't have access to it. So as you saw there, we just absolutely decimate the Lindbergh stage, and we move into Karasu. The downside I do think that people are going to find to this Luffy is I think a lot of people are gonna complain about the fact that that animation can cuck your tap timing. With that animation, I do find it a little bit tricky, and when I was doing my first run, the reason I lost was because of the animation. So I actually switched to the Aura Jackson, and the Aura Jackson is going to be Luffy's best friend as well, because that tap can sometimes be a hindrance, because on that Ivankov and Kama Girl stage, the actual tap was off the screen. You couldn't see it, which is a bit of a detriment, but I do like what they're doing with these animations and stuff, and changing the way you have to play, making it a little bit harder, as this ability, when it's at level 5, is a 2.5 times attack boost. Getting a 2.5 times attack boost basically every single turn that stacks on top of other attack boosts, it's crazy. It's actually game-breaking what this Luffy can actually do. And if you get him to level 5 or you bring a level 5 friend, it is just absolutely bananas the amount of damage you are going to be able to output with this particular Luffy, because that buff stacks. Luffy can also remove 20 turns of despair with his special. He's a 3.25 times attack orb booster with his special. Gives you a full board of orbs to block, which are actually tandem. To activate the super tandem mechanic, he locks them. As you saw there, like, he gives cooldowns as well. It's just absolutely nuts, so we can get the Zoro special back and pop it for the 4th time on this run. The 4th time. On the final stage against Sabo Koala, we're going to use the Luffy Super Class and the Sobama special. Literally just with Sobama special, giving a 1.75 times attack boost, as well as a full board of tandem slots. And then Luffy Super Class to give us a 1000 base stats. Thanks to the Super Tandem, we can actually destroy Sabo Koala here. Shout out to Sim once again, like, his is way higher, but on stream I actually used mine for this, and even at that 1.5 on top of the 1.75 with the 1000 base stats, you'll actually have enough damage here to take out Sabo Koala, and like, we still had lore to spare. There was that much damage, so absolutely wild, game-breaking character, easily my favorite of the batch so far, but stay tuned for more Luffy content to come. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to belt the like button for me. If you are new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!